Hey, I'm Stephen Webb and welcome to my About page. I'm going to briefly tell you a little bit about me and my philosophy and what I do. First of all, about me. I grew up as a normal teenager, no different than anybody else, in and out of hospital. Many injuries. I used to ride a BMX. I used to always, if there was a tall object, I used to fall off it and get hurt. But when I was 18, I went swimming one night with my friends, and I walked along the top of the wall, and whether it was to show off or just to, it was probably to show off. I dived in the deep end and I hit the bottom, and that left me paralysed. That was September the 1st, 1991. And from that moment on, my life completely changed. And I cannot feel or move below here. My arms are also partially paralysed. I cannot feel my fingers or move my fingers. So to say that I've had a kind of tough life would probably be an understatement. But I believe over time I've learnt to cope pretty well. And I also started a business when I was 29 with a colleague, and it went bankrupt. I've also had many relationships that have gone wrong. Some that have gone really well. It's not all bad. But incidentally, I've dealt with adversity probably more than most. I don't know if you can hear, but my dog's dreaming on the floor at the moment. So I apologise if that's coming over the video. So, where was I? Yeah, I've had it tougher than most. But 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, I hit rock bottom. I found myself single, broke, and with no feeling and pretty well no hope. I ended up in a supermarket. My chair had broken down because I use an electric wheelchair. And I had no money. I didn't even have room on my credit cards to get it fixed. And for a 40-year-old to break down in the middle of people, bawling my eyes out, that was the low point. At that point, I had every dream ripped out from underneath me. And I didn't know where I was going or anything. I started drinking. I giggle about it because I drank for 2 weeks. But every night I would have quite a large glass of Southern Comfort just to get some sleep. It didn't really work. My mind wouldn't shut up. Just on and on and on. And the worst thing is, it kept going on and on about the things that I didn't want to think about. It was like as if it really wasn't my friend. But I then started reading. I then started picking my life up and sorting my life out. And that's where I'm to now. 2.5 years on, I wrote a book about a little about my life, but primarily about how the mind works and how to set goals and find your desires and make a difference. I released that book on Kindle over 12 months ago. I now coach people to see things differently, take on extra perspectives, to have quietness of mind, most importantly, to find that little gap between when things go wrong to reacting. It's like bang, and then you're angry. So I coach people to have that extra space in between, You know, that calmness, the serenity to deal with the things that you can't change. So I'm best placed, and that's me, life coach, author, motivator, public speaker, and just want to share a little about me to my visitors on my About page. Any questions, contact me, ask me. I'm Stephen Webb, and thank you for enduring my video to the end. Take care.